Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome back to the tier list that we do every month. We are starting with the defenders. A lot of new defenders been added over the last month or so, really, with team of the season. So a lot of great players that we can put in here. And yeah, as always, I'm going to rate them purely based on how good I think the card is, not on chemistry. One thing I will say is with the amount of crazy evolutions in the game right now and upgrades to players, some of these cards you might look and think, oh, they're better than that. For example, Bissek. The best Bissek I think you can get is like 96. I would have that card S tier, but the normal Bissek that is like a 93, I'd have him at A tier. I will explain that when I pick players, but you do have to bear that in mind. Let's get into it though. So Maldini, I'm putting him in at A. Honestly, I think at this point in the game, icons have fallen behind a little bit. I'm putting Desai in at B. Rio is top of A tier. He is not far off S tier, but I still think he's not quite S tier anymore. Cordoba B tier. He's got a lot of great stats, but his body's just too small in game. Azpilicueta B tier. This Nacho, I'm having him A tier. I think he's very solid all round, very good on the ball. Honestly, quite versatile as well. I'm pretty sure he's got right back in game. If you play him as a right back, as a more defensive minded one, very, very good. Jonathan Tah, B tier. Not a bad card, but not enough to push him any further. Wendell, pretty solid. Paredes, just too small. A lot of great stats, but a lot of the female cards are ruined if they're in a position where they need to be a certain height. Cafu, A tier. Again, don't think he pushes it against like Frimpongs of this world. Lucy Bronze, pretty good, but could do with a few more dribbling and pace stats to push much higher. Also, like a free play styles. For fullbacks, you want them to be pretty well rounded. The most important position in the game to be. Are you sick to death of getting out teamed on FC24? Want that God squad you've always been dreaming of? Check out IGGM.com today. The best and most reliable place to get coins for your ultimate team. Use the link in the description and code ZEL at checkout for a 5% discount. Check out IGGM.com today. Well-rounded midfield, followed by probably fullback, and well-rounded fullbacks are going to have free play styles. Generally speaking, that Lucy Bronze though is five star, and did end up being fairly decent with Barcelona with the Female Champions League. Hanko, A tier, very close to S tier. If you put a couple of evolutions on him, which you can do, I'd put him S tier. He's right at the edge though. Hernandez, B tier. Jordi Alba, A tier. Just good luck fitting him into your team, but he's very, very good. Thiago Santos, B tier. Nice Swanger. Bit small, but honestly, very, very good. I use him in my team right now. One of the best fullbacks in the game when it comes to pure stats. I link her with Sophia Smith, who I packed red pick. She's a tops plus, not hard to link in either. And she has whip pass, jockey, and block. Three very good play styles. Charles, B tier. Similar card, just not quite as good in my opinion. Thiago Silva, A tier. If he was slightly taller and had a bit better pace split, I'd probably have him S tier. But I just don't think he's quite S tier because of that. Carvajal, B tier, just solid across the board. Koulibaly, A tier. Anticipates probably the reason that if he had anticipated one of his playstyles, probably have him S tier. Nuno Mendes, probably low A tier. He's very good. Ashley Cole at this point, B tier. Havertz, I'm probably going to put him high A tier. I think he's borderline S tier as a midfielder, but not quite S tier as a centre back, left back. Rolfo, at this point, honestly didn't like that card that much. As a centre mid, I'd probably put a B tier, but as a fullback, C. Vidic, C. Di Lorenzo, low B. I'm using my team right now. He's pretty good. A bit weaker going forward than some other fullbacks, but defensively very, very good. Marquinhos, B tier. Probably like towards the top end. I don't think he's a mile off some of these cards. Kanate, probably high B tier again. Didn't like. I've used this card a bit. Didn't like as much as some of the other ones. Ruben Diaz, high B, no anticipate. And I just think some of these play better in game. Slotterback, low A tier. Really good value. He's 6'3", really fast. Great at the ball. Got good play styles. One of the best value players in the game. Just a lot of people don't use him. Company, B tier. Bompastor, B tier. Pretty similar to some of these, but not quite as good as some of the fullbacks in there. Alderweireld, A tier. Just good luck fitting him into your team. Bonucci, B tier. Again, good luck fitting him into your team. A lot of these cards are very good value because they're just not easy to put into your team. Oberdorf, not a great card. Don't think she plays that well this year. Rudiger, A tier. Ramos, bottom end of S tier. Plays very, very well. One of the best centre-backs on the game. Upamecano, high B tier. Doesn't live up to his stats, I don't think. Mendy, low A. Davies, high A, but I don't think he's quite S tier. Koundé, B tier. Renard, high A tier for me. Saliba, low S tier. I think he's at the bottom end of it, but he's very, very good still. Owner Battle, probably high B. I have to zoom out even more. I've got so many cards. Tavernier, probably like C tier. Actually, no, B tier. He's got enough all-round stuff for a fullback. Cancelo, low A. Bastoni, one of the very best cards in the game. I'm using him in my team right now. Top tier. Bissek, I'm putting A tier. But if you add a +2 or 3 to him, he's probably around there. Araujo, B tier. DeMarco, pretty good. Probably low A tier. Very good link to Bastoni as well. Olga, B tier for me. As an attacking fullback there, she's probably like pushing at A tier. Karchawi, top end of A tier, but she's just a bit small for S tier in my opinion. Hernandez, definitely S tier. Bremer, B tier. Van Dijk, best centre back in the game. Frimpong, best fullback in the game. Grimaldo, up there for best fullback as well, and then Baka, low A tier. Very quick run through of them. You'll notice some consistent things amongst the players in the S tier. They have Anticipate. If they're a centre-back, I've got 4 centre-backs in there. They've got Anticipate. All of them except Ramos tend to be tall, but Ramos just seems to play very, very well in game. Ramos has a lot of other crazy stats. The fullbacks, high rated, so they have a lot of all-rounded stats. They have very good play styles for the position. And you can see that kind of related as we go on through the A tier. Even the C tier cards here are good. Oberdorf honestly could borderline put her at D tier. I just don't think she's very good on the game. Any card though that I have in this video, if you use, I don't think you're going to be doing yourself a disservice. If you use one of these B tier fullbacks, I wouldn't be thinking easy game when I come up against them. It's more when I play against these S tier players or use them. They just feel a bit different. They have that like it factor. When you play against them, you know you're in a game. They just feel like they do more glitchy stuff. The A tier cards are pretty much in the middle of that. Like they do a lot of crazy stuff, maybe not quite as consistent as these. I'd say the S tier ones are game-changing cards that you'll be able to use for the rest of the year. The A tier are not far off that. But some of these ones at the bottom end you might be replacing soon enough. Whereas you're probably not going to replace Van Dijk or Bastoni. Appreciate you all, as always, for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the content that EA are putting out. Hope you enjoyed my videos. Let me know if there's any players you think I missed out or if there's any evolutions you'd like me to look at. Appreciate you guys as always. Keep it spicy. Hope to see you all in the next one. Peace.